Okay, so today what we'll see, how to provide click listener to the button, this button. I want to provide some kind of click listeners over here to this button, right? So in the last lecture what we have seen, what do you mean by this find view by ID, right? And this find view by ID, what exactly mean by this thing? Whenever, right, whenever you write some UI elements, whenever you write your UI elements into the XML, right, and you specify over here, can you see this line, set content view? You are saying that please go to this XML where you will find all the layouts. What do you say? Where you will find all the layout, right? So here you are saying here you will find all the layout, and this set content view method is going to parse this XML. Set content view method is going to parse this XML. Now what do you mean by parsing? It will extract this tag, it will extract this tag, it will extract the attributes, it will extract the orientation, and it will create one Java object from this, right? It will extract and create the Java object from this, right? Again, it will extract the edit text from the XML, and to that edit text it is going to create one object. Again, it is going to create one button, extract the button, and it is going to create the button object. So who does that thing? This is going to be done by the method set content view. So set content view we have seen. So there is one activity, right? There is one activity, and that activity, whenever activity gets loaded, window gets created, and into that window you can push the layout by using the call set content view. This method means after the set content view, parsing is completed and you would be getting all the objects of your UI elements like this button. So you have edit text over here, you have button over here, and you have provided something called as at plus ID, right? At plus ID. Now what do you mean by this at plus ID? At is standing for R file. At stands for R file, or say r.java that we have seen. What do you mean by r.java? So r.java would be having one standard ID resource over here. r.java would be having one standard ID resource, and into that ID resource you are adding this edt any name. Means R, inside R there is one ID resource, and inside that ID resource you are adding this edt any name. A meaning of this line, at stands for r.java, ID is standing for standard ID resource. It is standing for what? Standard ID resource, and edt any name is the field. Let me show you that thing very much clearly. I think UI XML, this, and inside build you would be getting generated, inside generated you would be getting source, inside source you would be getting R, and the debug, your package name you need to find for your package name, and see this R. Can you see this thing btn OK over here, right? btn OK is your field, and let me show you edt as well. You may get the edt. Can you see this ID? One standard resource in the r.java. Who created this? apt tool. apt tool continuously observes your resource folder, and from that resource folder it creates r.java. Every subfolder, what I'm saying, every subfolder inside the resource folder would be treated as inner class to the r.java. What I'm saying, every subfolder of this resource folder would be treated as inner class, and every single file inside that subfolder would be treated as the, what you can say, your field inside inner class. Field inside inner class. Remember that, right? That we have scene. And after that, what we can do is that, so we are going to get, or on the click of this button, I am going to uppercase the value of this text box. That's what we are getting. Well, this is a quick revision. In the next tutorial, what I am going to explain, how to provide the click listener to the buttons, or the event handling, how exactly happens, that we are going to see in the next tutorial. Well, keep watching.